Hey guys, it's Charlie Xavier. Now, Alaska there, who's behind the camera, she posted a picture of my sausage rolls, which is kind of they're popular here in the UK. It's kind of like a pastry snack that you have at parties. She posted a picture online and everyone's now requesting the recipe. So here I am, okay? So I'm going to take you through everything. Yet again, it's like everything here is under a tenner, as what we say in the UK, which is like 10 bucks. No more than that. Super cheap, really tasty. I'm going to take you through the recipe in a second, but first I think it's important for you guys to find out a little bit about me. I started cooking as a consequence of, I grew up with my grandmother. She was a terrible cook, I mean awful. So as soon as I got to 12 years old, I just thought, right, I've had enough of this, and I started experimenting with cooking. Later on I did it professionally, and it's always been a passion of mine. So I'm glad that so many people are interested in more of my recipes, so the more that you want it, the more I'll keep giving it to you. And now I'm vegan too, so what I do is I make vegan representations of all the things that I used to eat when I was a meat eater, but now everything is vegan. So today I'm going to be making vegan sausage rolls, or as you guys call them in the US, pigs in blankets, which here, pigs in blankets is a totally different thing. I'm going to take you through everything that I'm going to be using. I made this pastry last night. This is all vegan. I'm going to put the recipe in the comment section, or if you're watching on YouTube, then I'm going to put the recipe in the just the comments under the YouTube video. I rolled it out last night, put it in the old greaseproof paper, and then rolled it up and obviously cut it into a rectangle as well. They didn't have any soy ground beef type stuff at the supermarket. Apparently it's really popular. So when in doubt, you've got to improvise. So what I did instead, I got these really good soy sausages. They're actually made of plant proteins, and I did have that in the freezer, which is a burger, also vegan as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in the oven, and I'm going to get my big kitchen knife. I'm going to chop them up really fine, because that's going to be part of the filling. So I can just improvise with that bit. Then we've got some stuffing. I just got some stuffing from the supermarket. That's garlic and herb. Cheap and cheerful. Obviously quality is a must, but you don't have to buy the most expensive thing. You can get good quality stuff for fairly cheap. So I've got some in there. I'm going to be using some olive spreads, obviously salt and pepper. Love pink Himalayan salt there, and obviously black pepper. Scallions, just want a nice fresh flavour in there, just to give them a little bit of a bite. And then last but not least, just a chutney. I've got a sweet tomato and bird's eye chili chutney there. So it's nice and sweet. It's got a tiny little bit of heat to it, and it's also quite tart as well. So that's going to taste really nice up against all of the other ingredients that are in there. So I'm going to get started. You guys are going to follow me, and I'm going to make some delicious sausage rolls. So first, I'm just going to finely slice these scallions. Okay, so we'll just lightly saute these scallions. Just obviously use a little bit of vegetable oil. And just very lightly. Don't want them overcooked. Okay, so we still want to lock in that freshness. So please don't overcook them, otherwise it will affect the flavour and the consistency. And don't forget, a little bit of seasoning, some salt, some pepper. Okay, so next we're doing our stuffing. Obviously it's all vegan. I'm just going to add some boiling water to it first off. Like so, just going to give it a bit of a mix. Obviously don't want it too runny. Okay, next I'm going to add some of this olive spread. Again, obviously suitable for vegans, no animal products. And I like my stuffing kind of buttery. And you mix that in. Okay, so next I'm just going to season. A little bit of salt, some black pepper. And then I'm going to add the scallions that I just lightly sauteed. So here they are. I'm just going to add those to the mixture. So just mix those in. Okay, so the sausages are at the oven. I just want to cook them just enough so that they're defrosted. Okay, and then I'm going to shred these. I want to get them as fine as possible. So I'm going to cut them like so. Okay, so I've sliced up my sausages. I've added the spare burger, the vegan burger that I had in the fridge. I just want them finer, so I'm just going to run the knife across the top. Okay, Okay, so I'm just gonna saute these off, just brown them off in the pan just to give them a bit more texture. Just using the same frying pan as what I did with scallions. Okay, you just want to season it with some salt and pepper. So now we add this to the stuffing mixture and mix them together. Okay, now it's all bound together and it's super easy to get this on my hands. Okay, so I'm going to bring it over to the sausage roll, to the pastry rather, and I'm just going to press it down like so and just keep adding to it all the way down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of this tomato and bird's eye chili chutney and just smear that all the way down just to give it some extra flavour. Okay, so now I'm just going to simply tease the pastry and I'm just going to roll it over like so. Then I'm going to simply cut down the pastry, and I've got some almond milk here. Just going to dip my fingers in there and just wet one side and then continue to roll like that. And I've got my complete sausage roll that I can just tease into place so it sticks. Okay, then I'm simply going to chop the end off just to tidy it up a little bit. And I like mine in sections, so I'm just going to make some small sausage rolls, which I'm just going to put onto my baking plate there. It's a stone baking tray, like so, and I'm just going to go all the way down, cutting the same size pieces and putting them onto my baking stone. Okay, now we'll just put them in a preheated oven. It's preheated to around 380 to 400, depending on your oven settings. And we're going to leave them in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so these have just come out of the oven. Just halfway through, what I've done is just flip them over so both sides get nice and crispy. Okay, so just remember that, just to flip them over so both sides get nice and crispy. And now I'm going to serve them up. And there we go, vegan sausage rolls, and once proven again, I can make something really delicious for under 10 bucks. Hope you try the recipe and I hope you enjoy. See you next time.